had left. You will. You ain't tell me. Girl, you didn't even tell. I was like, when my phone told her, she said, "Damn, what was that?" I'm like, yeah, what happened? She said he left. And I was like, you ain't. I'm like, she ain't even tell me Kevin left. And how you got the remote control for the TV?
Yeah.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 5.
That's good.
A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Tucker now following the made field goal, sent to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Kick over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A throw out wide to Woods, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. The receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, You would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right here.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. Hey, what's the ball? 48's mark. 48's mark.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
48's the mark. Who that? Check 48's the mark. Check 48. Let him know. 48's mark.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now Jackson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 42. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2.
He may try and run for this. 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol.
You got nothing. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
This time Jackson will throw it. Sliding out of the... Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
The score, Ravens.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Bengals 1st down.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
On the carry.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
13.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
First down, Bengals.
Nixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Nixon with a first down carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Burrow on third down. Forced out to his back. He can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
22-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DJ Reader breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Warren, watch 57. 3 buzz. Key 8. Hey, here we go. Check that.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Bengals, nothing.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Mixon with it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 33.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Mixon. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
It's a gain of 8.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Watch the edge. Check 43.
They'll run with Mixon. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. He's coming. He's coming.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On third down, Nixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Brings up fourth down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Rolling to his right. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Mixon hit it. All the ball is out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. On first down, Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Tackle made.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
He was taken down by Reuben Foster. A gain of 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it third down and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the Ravens' 31-yard line.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Bengals.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. A final shot now for Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Baltimore, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City